Hey everybody, welcome to Starks Online. My name is James. We here at Starks Fitness work with people day in and day out to help them realise and achieve their health, fitness and wellbeing goals. We're here to encourage key workers to become more active and in turn promote a better mental and physical status. So in today's session, I'm going to be taking you through a short workout consisting of about 25 minutes. It's aimed at beginners and it's also aimed at for people with minimal kit to no kit. So all I've got today is my body weight and a light red band and just obviously some water close by. All you need is a space. This session is going to be split into 4 blocks. We're going to start off with a mobilization and then we're going to move into 3 main working blocks. But like I said, it's a 25-minute session aimed at beginners. I hope you enjoy it. So ladies and gents, to start off with, we're going to go into a 4-minute mobility phase. So if you just find a bit of space and get down onto your mat, I have a mat here. If you've got one at home, that's fantastic. So we're going to be working through 4 repetitions of 3 exercises for 4 minutes solid. The first exercise, you're just going to follow me in turn and we're going to work through them together starting from now. In the starting high plank position, we're just going to step forward with one leg, go into nice open hip and just up into rotation with the top arm, step back and then step forward with the other leg, up into rotation and step back there. We're just going to do 4 reps. Good. 3 and there, up, rotate and 4. Staying in the same position, we're going to then hinge back into a downward dog. Some of you might have done this in yoga. We're going to touch the opposite toe. We're going to pull forward back into a high plank. And we're just going to do 2 repetitions to each side there. 2, good, 3 and 4. Excellent. We're then just going to drop down, create a box with our hands and knees. And we're just going to reach out, engaging, keeping your tummy muscles tucked in. We're just going to reach out the opposite arm, opposite leg, into a bird dog, pull back in, and push to the other side. So opposite arm, opposite leg. And what you're looking to do is to stabilize the trunk, minimize any rotation through the hips and through the torso as you go through that movement. Once you've done your 4 reps, we're going to go back up into that world's greatest stretch. The first one, step forward the right leg, up into big rotation, step back, and again, 4 reps. This is just focus on loosening and mobilizing the hips and also getting that rotation through the spine, mainly the thoracic spine. If you've been on your feet all day, just again, get nice and loose there. Back into your plank toe touches, alternate each side. Good. 4 reps, push back with that top shoulder and drive. Excellent. And then drop down, ready for your bird dogs again. Find your flat back position, tummy muscles in nice and tight. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Lead with the heel on the back foot. Pull back in and push and pull there. And what we were looking for here is just to engage through the posterior chain so it gets the posterior of the shoulder working, it gets the glutes fired up. Okay, just in that short succession. Back in for one more round. Step forward the right leg. Get that nice stretch in the back hip. Big rotation. You'll feel the hip opening up as you rotate up through that back hip. You'll find as you go through the rounds, you might just get a little bit more range each time, which is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Straight back into the plank toe touches. There, 1. Good, 2. 3. Good, last 1. And 4. And then drop down to knees into the bird dogs. Again, tummy muscles nice and tight. And why we've put these exercises in, just with the mobility and a bit of joint activation, is if you've been on your feet all day, which you key workers would have been, it just helps fire up the posterior chain and also loosen up the hips and spine from that standing position. One more round, step forward right leg, big rotation. There, 1, 2, push through the bottom arm. Good, nice big step. Back leg nice and straight. Try not to let the knee bend too much, like so. Try and straighten it and rotate. Excellent work. Plank toe touch. 1, 2. So you're driving back, your feet want to be just over hip width apart. And just pushing through that top shoulder, touch the toe. You feel the hamstring stretch. Drop down, last set, bird dogs. There, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just a small pause. Relax it back in. Okay, excellent. So we just mobilized, great work. Have a quick drink if you need one. I'm going to talk you through our first block, which is going to be 3 sets of 90 seconds. So we're basically going to alternate between 2 exercises. So we've got a simple bodyweight squat, but we're going to add a pause into the bottom, okay? And then we've got a 30-second plank on our elbows. So I'll just talk you through the 2 exercises. So we'll start with our feet just over hip width apart, slightly out turned if you need to, okay? We're going to put our hands over our shoulders. We're going to squat down. We're going to hold that bottom position for a 1001 count and then come up there. When we squat down, we're looking to get that lower phase over about 3 seconds. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1001, up. So repeat that 5 times, and then we'll move straight into a 30-second plank hold, down on our elbows. So you drop down onto your elbows, feet hip width apart, and here we're looking for the hips to be tucked under and flat, and you're pushing into the shoulder, pushing into the ground with your shoulders and your elbows to have a good strong shoulder position, and that will be 30 seconds. So with this, we're going to work for 90. So we do the 5 squats and the 30-second plank within the 90-second period. Whatever we've got left of that, we then rest, and we'll repeat that 3 times. It's 4.5 minutes. Okay, so we have a rolling 90-second clock. We're doing 3 rounds, which is 4.5 minutes. I hope that makes sense. It will in a minute anyway. So come up onto your feet, get yourselves into the squat position. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So hands over shoulders down for 3 seconds. 2, 1. Hold for 1 at the bottom and push up. Down for 3, 2, 1, and hold and push up. And down for 3, 2, 1. Hold and push up. Good. If you need to adjust your feet, you can. Look to get that range. Keep the chest nice and upright and push up. Last one. Down for 3 seconds. 1. And push up. Excellent work. Straight down into the plank. So down onto your elbows, hands flat, feet shoulder width apart. And again, we're just going to plank here for 30 seconds. Nice and tight here. So keeping the hips tucked, try and engage through your glutes. So you don't want to be extended in the lower back like so. You want to try and pull your hips underneath so you feel your glutes engage. Excellent work. Pull the belly button in towards your spine so you engage through the tummy muscles and keep pushing into the floor with your elbows. Good, last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest. Okay, we have a quick breather. We've got about 30 seconds or slightly less, and then we're going to round 2. If you have some weights and you feel like you want to add a weight in for the squats, you can always hold what we call goblets. So it could be a kettlebell dumbbell that you hold in the center of the chest and work through the same pattern with the same tempo. 3 seconds down with a second pause. Okay, second round. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Down for 3, hold for 1, and push. 1. 5 reps to keep that tension on the way down. Good, and push. 2. If you're holding the weight, it'll be in the center of the chest. If you have one and you want to use it, and push it, just add that little bit of extra intensity. If not, just focus on the quality of movement. Okay, focus on your depth and keeping that tempo through that bottom hold and push up. Excellent. Down into plank. I'm going to change my angle slightly. Okay, 30 seconds. Off we go, into position, pushing into the floor. Again, tummy muscles in nice and tight. I'm just gonna plank, we're gonna breathe. Try and breathe into your stomach, but try not to let that contraction go through the core muscles as you breathe. Try and keep pulling in all the time. Excellent work. So keep working. We have about, again, less than 10 seconds. Keep the glutes engaged. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Ease out. Okay, again, just under 30 seconds rest. So the set's taking us roughly around about a minute, just over. Then we have 30 seconds rest before we go in. Okay, your heart rate should just be at a nice level now. You should be feeling nice and warm. We're going into our last set. Before then, we have a 2-minute rest, and then we move into our second block. Again, if you need to adjust your feet position, some of you might feel a bit more comfortable wider feet. That's fine. But focus on being just slightly wider than hip width. Okay, hands on the shoulder. 2, 1, off we go. Down for 3, hold for 1, and push. Good, 1. Slowly down. So think about pulling yourself down as opposed to lowering. So you're pulling yourself. Imagine the elastic bands are trying to pull you up, and you're trying to pull down. That's the best way to kind of visualize the tension you're trying to create on the way down. Down we go. And hold. And push there. Excellent. Down. 30-second plank. Straight in. 3, 2, 1. And engage. There we go. Again, pushing into the floor with the shoulders. Hips tucked. Engaged underneath. You should have that weight over the hands, over the forearms, pulling in nice and tight. It's over halfway. Excellent work, 10 seconds. If you're shaking whilst you're doing this, that is a good sign. That means you're engaging as much of the muscle mass as possible and it's working hard. Last few seconds, 2, 1, and rest there. Awesome. Okay, that is block 1 done. We've got a 2-minute rest, which I'm just going to put on the timer. So grab a quick drink I can have one myself. A little bit of water. So the next block is going to have the same format. Okay, so it will be 3 90-second rolling periods. And there's 2 exercises which you can do. If you have a band on this point, you can use it. So if you have a band, exercise 1 will be a bent over row, where you stand on the band with 2 feet. Okay, start tall, you pull down to bent over position, and then we're going to row the band nice controlled for 10 reps. Okay, if you do not have a band, your first exercise is going to be 5 scapular push-ups, which basically means you're working with your scapula, okay, whilst you do the press up. So you go into a press up position, and from here, you drop down through your scaps, so chest towards the floor, keeping your arms straight, and then you push back away from the ground. And you'll do this nice controlled 5 reps. Okay, so essentially what you're doing, imagine you're pushing against the wall, and then you're pulling back, letting your shoulder blades sit back together. So that's a scapular push-up, and you'll just complete 5 reps of that if you don't have a band. If you have a band, you're going to do 10 bent over rows with me. Okay, the second exercise, if you have a band, will be 10 banded chest press on the floor. You band down behind the shoulders, you're lying back in this top position, you'll drop the elbows towards the ground, and then push up and together. You're looking to keep a nice big chest as you press, your head and shoulders flat to the ground, okay? That again will be 10 reps, okay? If you don't have a band, you'll do 5 kneeling push-ups. So hands shoulder width apart, index fingers forward. You bring the hips forward so you're in a straight line between the ear, shoulder and knee, as opposed to leaving your hips back behind you. And then you're going to lower yourself slowly down towards your mat, keeping your elbows into your sides, and then push back through. And you'll just do that for 5 reps, okay? So that will require a bit of strength, upper body strength, but that's what you'll do if you don't have the band. Okay, we're going to get started again in about 10 seconds time. So those of you with the band, follow me for the 10 banded rows. If you haven't, you're doing the 5 scapular push-ups. Okay, band down in position. 10 reps. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 1, 2, 3. You're looking to retract, pull the shoulder blades back and pull the elbows towards your hips. So you should feel like your chest slightly opens as you row, keeping soft knees and your hips back, the nice flat spine. Last rep. There, excellent. Okay, down onto your back. We're going to go straight into the 10 chest press. Just going to twist the band so it twists on my back. Here we start, and off we go. Slowly pull down. 1, 2, 3. Get 10 reps in. 4. You might need to adjust slightly if your band moves. They are handy though. Again, as you get into the second round and you've got a heavier band and you feel like you want to go a bit heavier, that's absolutely fine. And rest there. Okay, so that's the first block done. Again, so around about a minute's work. So the second round, I'm going to move into the other 2 exercises just so I keep demonstrating those. But if you want to continue with the band, then do so. So I'm going to move into the 5 scapular push-ups and the 5 kneeling push-ups. Okay, we're starting again in 10 seconds for round 2. Let's get set. Scapular push-ups, up into tall plank. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So drop down through the shoulders, chest towards floor, and push away. So that's 1, down, 2. So just nice and slow. You're controlling your weights. You're keeping your elbows locked out the whole way through the movement. It's a great way just to loosen up the shoulders, but also focus on the control around the scap. There's 5. Okay, have a quick breather. Hand position for the kneeling push-ups. Onto your knees, hips forward, so you're in a straight line. And then we're gonna drop down and push. 1. Try not to arch through the back as you go down and leave your bum behind. Try and keep the hips tucked, straight line. You let your body move as 1. You're just pivoting on your knees. So it is gonna require some strength. You are gonna load up your upper body. Last rep. And push, nice and tight. Excellent work. Perfect. Again, spot on, about a minute. So you have about 30 seconds rest before we go into the last set. So I'm going to alternate back to using the band for this final set. And we're going to be going in about 20 seconds for the last set before we move into our last block of work. Hope you're feeling good. Feeling like things are becoming active, muscles are working. Okay, start nice and upright. Okay, hinge down, soft knees, hips back, and off we go with the row. 10 reps. 1, so remember, elbows towards hips, pulling the elbows down and back. So you feel like your scapula are squeezing back, sitting together, as opposed to just working from the front of the shoulder and pulling with your biceps. 6, I think that was 7 actually. Do an extra rep. 8, good. 9, last one. 10. Good, ease off. Down onto your back. Band behind the shoulders. Okay, knees bent up. And off we go with the 10 reps. Good, 1, 2, squeeze in the pecs at the top. Squeeze together, just drive the thumbs towards each other. Push the elbows together to get that pec squeeze. Keeping a big chest. Don't feel like your chest is dipping down into the ground. Concaving down. Good. Last 2. 1 and 2 there. Excellent. Once you're done, grab a quick drink. We've got another 2-minute break before we move into our last block. So that was a little bit of push-pull work for the upper body. So the first part was based around the squat, which is obviously a lower body focused movement, into a plank, which is focused on core and a bit of upper body stability. We then just moved into a bit of upper body push-pull, okay? So we're just covering off all the base of the body. This last block, we've got 3 sets to do. We're gonna be working every 2 minutes. So you've got 2 minutes to complete the exercises. Whatever's left, you get to rest. So I'll walk you through the exercises as you're resting between this set. So to start with, we've got 12 alternating lunges. So you're gonna forward lunge and push back. You alternate legs. So you'll do 6 on each leg. You're looking to load up the front of the leg and push back. Opposite arm, opposite leg, excuse me, and push there, okay? The second exercise is the good old burpee. Most of you know what a burpee is. It's 5 reps. So depending on your ability, you've got 2 options, okay? Option 1, you squat down, hands to floor, jump the feet back and drop your chest to the ground. You push back up, jump your feet in, and a small jump at the top. Option 2, you squat down to the floor, you jump your legs back into that high plank, you jump your feet back in, and then you stand to a jump still. So there's 2 options, and you'll be doing 5 reps, okay? We then move into 12 shoulder tap planks. So you go into a high plank position, engage the hips, you touch one shoulder, you touch the other shoulder. And again, we're looking for minimal hip rotation and a nice strong working core to stabilize everything. Okay, so that will be 12, 6 to each side. And then we're gonna finish with 20 mountain climbers. So you stay in that plank position. Mountain climbers, knees inside the elbow. 2, 3, 4. You might just step and step back. If you've got that strength, you can do a slightly faster switch. And that will be 10 to each leg. Okay, so that is bang on the 2 minutes rest. We're gonna go straight into it. So you've got 2 minutes to get through those 4 exercises, okay? So starting off with the alternating forward lunge. into the burpees, solid, into the alternating plank shoulder taps, and then we'll finish with the 20 mountain climbers. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So forward lunge, push back, 12 reps. So count your reps. We all may be working at slightly different paces, but just work at your pace. 5, we've got 2 minutes to get through, including your rest. Good, 8, 9, good, 10, last 2, and we move straight into the burpees. Good, set yourself, off we go. 1, a small jump at the top. 2, remember you've got the option like this, just to jump back into that high position and back in and with a jump. Good, 5, excellent. Down into the top plank. 6 shoulder taps to each shoulder, engage the hips. 1, 2, 3, 12 in total. 4, minimal hip rotation. 7, as you can tell, my heart rate's coming up, breathing a bit heavier. 10, so this is just gonna work be a little bit harder through your energy systems. A little breather if you need to. Then straight into the 20 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your shoulders over your hands. Don't allow yourself to start going back like this. Good. Nice big range. Last one, and rest. Whew. Okay, so that was 1 minute 25. Gives us 35 seconds rest. Quick drink if you want one. We've got 2 more rounds. Whew. Breathe. When you come out into your recovery period, try and focus on getting the air in through your nose, down into your stomach, and then just releasing it however feels comfortable. We've got 10 seconds until we're back into the second set. Starting off with those forward lunges. Let's get ready, team. 3, 2, 1. Alternating legs. Good. 3, 4. So your back knee should just lightly touch the floor. Don't slam it down. But that's the range you're looking for. You're looking for your front heel to stay solid to the ground. You shouldn't ride up onto your toes. 10, last 2, 1, 2. Starting tall burpees, off we go. Down, chest to floor, jump. Good, in your own time. Remember, the long arm is the option. If you need to, 3, 4, 5, good, breathe. Plank shoulder taps. Change my angle slightly. Engage the hips. Off we go, 1, 2. Don't do these too fast. I'm not looking for this. Looking for them to be controlled and slowly touching to each opposite shoulder. 10, 11, and 12. Excellent stuff. Little breather. 20 mountain climbers. So where your feet start is where I want them to finish every rep. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Excellent work. Whoa, bang on, 125 again. 35 seconds rest into our last round. Excellent stuff. So this is where you got to put it in. A little bit of dig, a little bit of effort now, just to finish off this 25-minute session. 20 seconds until we go into the last round. We've got time for a quick slurp, drink. Sweat's starting to come on. Excellent. 10 seconds. Here we go then, team. Let's go. Last set. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. 12 reps. Try and work on those mechanics of opposite arm, reaching up to that leg that's coming forward. Okay, this is how we walk, this is how we run. Trying to carry that over into this movement. 8, 9, good, 10, last 2, 11, push off that front leg, drive back, good. Okay, burpees, off we go. 5 reps, 1, 2, nice and light on the hands and feet as you go through the movement. 4, 5, down into plank, high plank, shoulder tap, off we go. 1, 12 reps, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay strong. Minimize that rotation. 11, 12. Stay where you are. Straight in. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it working. Last bit. 18, 20. Excellent work. A big round of applause. Congratulations. You've finished this workout today. Hopefully you're sweating a bit and your heart rate's up a lot more than where you were at the start of the session. Your body's feeling a lot more mobile, warmer, and just generally a lot better. Whew. We're going to be putting up plenty more of these sessions, so keep your eyes peeled. We're looking to keep them nice and basic for you to do at home on the move and when you're time sensitive. Okay, you've been working all day on your feet. We're looking to keep it in a small space and make it really accessible. I hope you enjoyed the session. I look forward to welcoming you back next time. Enjoy, have a good day.